I would say for me, articulation is nothing but the secret of three C's. Now, what are these three C's? First one is, as you have mentioned rightly, clarity. Clarity of your voice, clarity of your pronunciation, clarity of your thoughts, ideas, content that you are providing and you are delivering. Second thing
Absolutely.
is correctness, which means whatever you are speaking, it should be logical. That makes sense. Means if you are speaking, people should understand that yes, whatever he is saying, it is right. It's not something that you are just blasting air balloons, right? And the third C is completeness. Whenever we are having any conversation, we shouldn't give half information to anyone. Otherwise, there is no point to have that kind of conversation. Rather, we should give complete information. Moral is there are some other traits one has to keep in accounting in terms of articulation. For example, your rate of speech when you're speaking, it should not be that much fast like you are running like a train that people are not able to understand you. They are not even able to comprehend what exactly you are speaking. And it should not be that much slow as people feeling sluggish and lethargic where they started sleeping. There should be a balance. For that, you have to do some mouth muscles exercise.
So, welcome to the session. How are you?
Well, I'm pretty well, doing great in my life. Thanks for your kind concern. How about your side? How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Everything is going flawlessly, and life is treating me well. All in all, everything is up to the mark. Yes.
Delighted to hear that. And thanks for the session because I guess it's been a long time. I've been approaching you for having the session, and finally we have connected.
Yes. So, this is your first section with Engtalki. So, I want you to give your brief introduction so that we can know something more about ourselves.
Sure, why not? I'll be more than happy to give my introduction from my end. Well, as you know already, my name is Shiv, and basically I was born and raised in Uttarakhand, northern part of India, a very beautiful state. I hope you heard about it. And talking about my profession, I'm working as a government employee. And as far as my academics qualification concerned, I'm done with my master in English, master in commerce, and this year I'm pursuing my master in economics. In addition to this, I do teach English as an unofficial English trainer on my WhatsApp group, on my Telegram group, and I'm being associated with different online application where I used to learn English. Now I started giving free of cost sessions over there. Alongside, I run my own small YouTube channel by the name of English with Teacher Shiv, where I generally upload spoken English content at the same time some one-on-one conversational videos as I'm having with you right now. So yeah, that's all from my end in brief.
Yeah, that's really great when I get to know about your educational qualification that you have mentioned right now. You have already completed your master's in English language and literature, and you have completed your MCom, and currently also you are pursuing something. So that's really great. I can see that you do not want to stop learning, seriously.
Yes, sir. I believe life is all about move on.
Yes.
So no matter how success you are, and no matter how qualified, educated, literate you are, we shouldn't stop at one place. We shouldn't freeze ourselves at one place because if you really want to ensure your growth, your expansion, and you really want to glorify your life holistically from all the diagonals, so all you have to do, keep on moving, keep doing things, keep learning things, and after learning, try to executing practically on ground in your practical life. Then only you can see the expected result from your end.
Yeah, that's really great thing. If somebody asked me that, today you need to do this and that. So I just tell them like, I can live my life without having food one day, but if somebody is telling that you can stop studying and you cannot continue with learning, so I just say that I cannot live without studying, seriously. So I'm also immersing myself in some sort of courses and all in order to develop myself. So let me introduce myself as well. This is Vikram and I'm from Madhya Pradesh. I have been teaching English for the last 2 years with this application, and I really love to have a confabulation with the people who are from different countries, and I love to assist people who are contemplating to tackle their IELTS, PT, TOEFL, these kind of English language proficiency tests. So that's all about myself, I would say. Yes.
Well, that's really amazing. I'm being fortunate to have this confabulation with you because you are already a tutor, a proficient, certified, and experienced tutor. So I think today I'm going to learn plenty of things from your end, isn't it?
Absolutely. So I think you already you went through the topic. So do you want to proceed with the topic, or you just want to have a general confabulation?
Well, since you are a very proficient teacher, I have one small question for you if you are okay with that. So I ask, is it okay for you?
Yeah, please.
Okay. My question for you is that you have heard about this terminology that is called articulation, right? So I just want to know from your side, what do you understand by articulation? And someone like me, a beginner or intermediate speaker, wants to enhance the level of articulation in terms of spoken English. What he has to do actually, like what are the attributes or traits of that articulation quality one has to inculcate in order to sound more fluent and professional?
Yeah, that's really a great question that you have included here. And I would say that when you just want to articulate your thoughts in an accurate manner, so this is really a predominant thing that rather than paying attention what you are speaking, I know that this thing matters, but this thing matters a lot how you are expressing yourself. Whenever you are talking to people, just try to maintain that thing, that is clarity. How clearly are you going to speak? So each and everyone can understand easily. For instance, if I talk about as you are teaching as well, so when it comes to talk about teaching and when you're gonna express your thoughts or any kind of opinion, so in that certain situation, your main motive should not be like that. I just need to teach this thing and the other person is gonna understand. You have this goal that even I'm teaching any kind of science subject and I'm explaining the concept to the student who is studying at 10th standard. So I would be having this kind of ability to explain the same thing to 10 years child as well. Seriously, in that certain situation, you'll be able to express your thoughts. And whenever you are speaking, just try to speak precisely. Along with that, you just have to maintain the clarity, whether the other person is able to understand your thought or not. So these are the things which you can consolidate in order to make the other person understand. As much as you can, just try to make your concept clear. And along with that, the language which you are using, it should be like that the other person can comprehend it easily. So you need to understand the requirement of the other person, whether the other person is grasping all the things or not. So according to the level of the person, you just need to maintain all the things, whether the person is beginner or an intermediate level learner. So accordingly, we have to use the language and we just need to make them understand. Apart from that, we just need to use all the key features of body language. So these are some sort of things because I believe that 70 percentage role of your non-verbal communication. So that plays an eminent role in articulation. So these are some sort of things which you can uh, include, and it works as an ingredient. Yes.
Amazing. The way you have elucidated, the way you expounded the whole concept about articulation, That's literally marvelous and phenomenal. Thanks for enlightening me with this concept, which simply called articulation. And I do have the same thoughts as you have, where I believe that understanding matters a lot, which simply means if you are speaking and the person to whom you are talking, if he is not able to understand, so there is no point. Though you have a good knowledge or you are experienced, your qualification is good. But again, if there is no articulation, so that doesn't make any sense. Here, I would say for me, articulation is nothing but the secret of three C's. Now, what are these three C's? First one is, as you have mentioned rightly, clarity. Clarity of your voice, clarity of your pronunciation, clarity of your thoughts, ideas, content that you are providing and you are delivering. Second thing
Absolutely.
is correctness, which means whatever you are speaking, it should be logical. That makes sense. Means if you are speaking, people should understand that yes, whatever he is saying, it is right. It's not something that you are just blasting air balloons, right? And the third C is completeness. Whenever we are having any conversation, we shouldn't give half information to anyone. Otherwise, there is no point to have that kind of conversation. Rather, we should give complete information. Moral is there are some other traits one has to keep in accounting in terms of articulation. For example, your rate of speech when you're speaking, it should not be that much fast like you are running like a train that people are not able to understand you. They are not even able to comprehend what exactly you are speaking. And it should not be that much slow as people feeling sluggish and lethargic where they started sleeping. There should be a balance. For that, you have to do some mouth muscles exercise. I have seen many people, they don't have that clarity, right? So what usually they do, they can keep pen in their mouth. I hope being a tutor, you know all these mouth muscles exercise. Then second paper exercise where if you have schwa sound or you have to just practice some consonant, then you have to just, that air, that kind of exercise one has to do. Now, since we are talking about articulation here, role of pronunciation is as imperative as water for fish. For example, I have clarity, everything is up to the mark, but when I'm pronouncing, my pronunciation is not correct. So I might be talking about something else, and the guy to whom I'm talking, he would think something else. Then the entire meaning
Absolutely.
of sentence would change, right? And there are so many other things that I want to talk about, but if there is something that you want to add on, please, you may proceed.
Yeah, you have included these things that are really great. That whenever you are talking to people, what kind of content that you have included in a conversation. At the same time, you were talking about the logical sequence, which is going to be considered as the coherency of yours, how you are giving the sequence to your answer. Apart from that, you are talking about pronunciation. Pronunciation plays a pivotal role when you are talking to people because there are some other key features of pronunciation, such as when you are talking to people, you need to maintain the volume, your clarity, your pitch, your tone. Apart from that, you just need to utilize all the key features of pronunciation wisely, such as you need to use the right stress pattern, and wherever or whenever it's required, you just need to use omission, elision, these other key features of pronunciation accurately. So this is gonna make your pronunciation and enunciation accurate. Yes, by maintaining all the things, I would say that you'll be able to speak at this spur of the moment, and the other person can understand each and everything easily. And I believe that pronunciation is extremely crucial as compared to accent. Accent is just a reflection of your mother tongue. So if you are having Alban accent, interference, intelligibility, that's completely fine. And if you're getting through some sort of occurrences that are causing due to not having the clarity in some sort of sound, so specifically you can start working on that uh, difficult sound, or we can consider it as a problematic sound. Yes.
Two, I can see eye to eye statement, whatever you have just stated. And the best part of your explanation is that you have just said word stress, and which is very important because I'm talking about present and I'm saying present
Yes.
and present. Stress fall on different syllable, which is very important. And the way you pronounce, the way you use that word stress will change the meaning of that particular word. Spelling is same,
Absolutely.
but the stress pattern will change the meaning of the word, right? And
Yes.
somewhere I believe your articulation go hands to hands together with intonation and your voice modulation.
Yeah,
When I'm
definitely.
representing myself in front of crowd, like in front of public, I shouldn't speak like the way I casually speak with my friends, with my siblings, with my office mates. I need to understand that I have to know my audience. That's what I'm going to talk about. And there, your intonation, your voice modulation will make a massive and immense difference. That's how you are going to influence them. Then we, I have been talking to many people. There are some people, especially people who are from southern part of India, and they do have MTI issue, mother tongue influence, which simply means that when you talk to them, you can easily identify that they are from southern part of India, and that's the point where they have to work upon because they do have that strong mother tongue influence in their spoken English, which is easily reflected over there, right? That one has to be reduced. Then I would say punctuation means when you are speaking where I have to stop, then again where I have to start, and rise and fall in your voice. So many things works all together. And I don't know, maybe you have come across to those kind of people where they speak well, they do have knowledge, they do have good grammar knowledge, and their vocabulary is good. Everything is up to the mark. But sometimes when they speak, they just eat some words. They just mumble, right? For that, I would suggest to people that either you stay here on the side, like I'm an Indian, I should speak like an Indian. Or if you are really acquiring an accent, for example, American or British, then adapt and acquire it completely. But if you are making this blunder where you are mixing two different accents, what will happen? People may get confused because there you are going to lose your clarity, your comprehendedness, and people will get flummoxed and perplexed, like what this guy is talking about. Right? So that's all from my end, articulation as far as I have learned about this particular terminology, though it is a single word, but frankly speaking, it has a huge impact on your spoken English and at the same time communication. The one who has learned the art of articulation is the one who sounds more professional, fluent, and natural.
Absolutely. So thank you for sharing your opinion, and thank you for including such amazing perspective towards this topic, articulation, and some other criterion which we have consolidated. So thank you for having this insightful conversation. I hope to see you again in the upcoming session. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for being here. Thank you for planning this one-on-one conversation. I'm being fortunate at the same time, delighted to have you here. And today I have learned a lot of things from this conversation. At the same time, the conversation which we had with each other, it was literally lovely, fruitful, knowledgeable, and informative for me. And looking forward to have another remarkable and fabulous conversation in the future. So till
Absolutely.
Have a great night and sleep well.
You too.